after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here
between the Washington Commanders
and the Detroit Lions. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Now, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson.
And some room to roam now.
And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 54 yards. Those wide receiver screens like that, isn't that what they said they wanted to implement more in the game plan this week?
They certainly did because they felt like they had an advantage with their receivers out in open space. They thought they could make the first guy miss like a punt returner and then pick up nice blocking downfield.
Now throwing on 1st down here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Gone.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now it's gone. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On first down, it's gone. And that'll be incomplete.
The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Goff.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Goff
finding Williams on the check down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And Howe will throw it. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Here's Howe to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Howe throwing on 3rd down here. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. It's Howe. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Jahan Dotson.
38 yards.
And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And he'll take it just outside the 40.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. For the play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Howell.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to...
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this 1st half. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it is 28-0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Still in the 1st half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Goff on 1st down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Goff now to throw.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. To the air again. Goff. Throw right side, complete to Williams. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. That one complete. He finds Sharp.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now Goff on first down. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Goff.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He'll get this off to Jamal Williams.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Goff throwing again. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
There he goes left side. Past the 20.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick-6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
A solid stiff arm.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break.
As Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the rout is on here in this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A final shot before break here. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. Got his man. It's Williams. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
It's nice to see Jamison Williams recovered from his knee injury suffered in the college football playoff in 2022. And we already knew that his speed was some of the best in the game. And that's a big reason why Detroit traded up to pick him 12th overall. So early they've taken a receiver since 2007. That pick being Hall of Famer Calvin Johnson. Nice job there by Williams, using some of that speed there to pick up a first down.
On first down, Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's
29-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Throwing again is gone. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And we'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
A give running right, Gibson.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, We've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Again, it's Robinson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now a first down throw. Gone.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some time.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Back to throw, Goff. And now here is another interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it.
And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you can.